What's going on, world? Hope everybody doing good out there. This is another one, not like the other one. Now, as I say, every time I come on live, I'm not coming on here for fun, and I'm not coming on here to do too much joking. Really, coming on here to talk, to open people's minds, to open people's souls, to make people see things different, make people see things in a different light. I wouldn't really want to come on here and to talk the same thing that everybody else come and talk on, or make the same jokes, or have certain things the same like almost everybody else. And even if I talk about some of the topics like everybody else, I will give my perspective and from a different viewpoint. Because there's a lot of things in this world that people talk about, a lot of situations are the same, but at the end of the day, when you look at a lot of people that talk about some of the same situations, you see the same situation and you see no solution. And I don't like when we have a whole bunch of people with one problem and a whole bunch of people can't solve one problem. It's everybody just going around in the same circle. And I look at that as crazy, insanity, insane, you know? And this is the world that we're living in with the majority of the people. This ain't gonna be really one of those positive lives. This ain't gonna be a negative life, because you have to put it that way. Because I see in the world that we're living in now, you have to explain stuff to adults. And I kind of hate explaining stuff to people that you shouldn't have to explain to. But we living in a world where people are, they will act like they're bad, they will act like they're this, they will act like they that, but they take things out of context, they take they take things out of bounds, and they always want a problem. And to me, I call that what a lot of people are, a lot of punks, because you see a lot of people in this world, they look for different problems, and it's no need to look for a problem at all. And when people bring a problem to those people, they don't want a problem, you know? They don't want a problem. Because I will give you a real example. Some people could be acting like they bad in the hood all day, every day. And as soon as the police come, they run fast as they can, run away from the police, but they'll never stand there and talk to the police, or they'll never stand there and fight, because they'll always have that flight inside of them. They would always have that run inside of them. And it's to the point where, excuse me for 1 minute. Okay, excuse me for that. Well, some people in this world that we are living in, they have no fight left inside of them. And like me, I don't kind of like it when people don't have no fight in them, because if you draw it down to realness, people don't like to be real no more. So when you talk about the Caucasian man has took over certain things, some people don't like to hear you say that. Some people don't like to hear that. And it's a problem because if we use one name for the Most High, or don't matter which names people use, but I'll just say one name, why do people give these governments and these people more credit than what you're supposed to believe in? Okay, because the Most High is supposed to reign supreme over any governments, any politicians, any law enforcement. But why do people believe in these politicians and these law enforcements more than believing in themselves? Why do people show these people more respect than they show themselves? When you go to court, it's like the judge, he got your future and your destiny in his hands, right? And this is the thing to show you when somebody is standing in front of the judge, they don't know which way that judge is going to go. But people would say, leave everything in God's hands. How could you leave everything in God's hands when you are ready in front of that judge, where this judge could either give you 25 to life, give you 20 years, or do whatever he wants with you or she wants with you? So I'm getting to the solid point where, what are we talking about? Because God ain't got no control over what these devils are doing. And I am going to keep on speaking out about these devils, because the sad thing is, you control my people's minds. You know? You control my people's minds. You control black people's minds. You control the nonsense that they live with. You control the nonsense they do. And the ones that try to fight back, hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. I'm here at work. It's governments and stuff. They beat you down when you fight back. And some people may say some people are wrong fighting back, but I don't think you're wrong at all. Big up, Elder. Big up, man. Big up. I don't think people are wrong fighting back at all, because it's very sick. It's very sick. Anyone, hold on, let me see. Well, Eldom still here. I gotta try to figure out how to make you a moderator. I'll figure it out somehow when I finish this one. But thank you always for supporting the journey. Thank you very much. No, like, I don't like the fact that these people play like they gods, and I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't, because I watch these people mess black homes up. I watch them mess all type of people homes up, and you have my people believing that you are gods, but then after that you have people still praying to God or something. Because I'm gonna put it to you like this: is nobody could pray correct in this world until these people let go the shackles on everybody. Okay? Because there's gonna always be a force field, and it's gonna always be nonsense, and it's gonna always be corruption. Okay, some people may not like to hear this, but me, I done override over religion many times. When some people said that, oh, God was gonna come and do this, or Jesus or Buddha, Allah was gonna come and do this, and to be honest with you, this is where a lot of people could leave off of my page right now. Because as I said, I'm not with the religion trickery, okay? When you tell somebody to wait for something, or you tell somebody something religious and they're not getting nothing, and they're getting beat down for year after year after year, and you still tell these people to wait for a mysterious God in the sky, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. Because I seen people hurt. Okay, I seen people hurt, and that shit ain't funny at all. There's nothing funny about it. You telling people to pray to a fake God that you made up, and nothing happens. And to me, it's very sickening when it's sad for everybody to believe in this process God that they made, but it's even more sickening for when the gods believe in a process God. And what do you mean by the gods? Talking about you, black people. Talking about you, melanated people. You are the gods on this earth and in this universe, but you're acting like you're not. And it's okay for you to take directions from a devil, from a demon. How? 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 And this is why I say when people talk about, oh, they like how I speak positive, yeah, that's cool. You will love how I speak positive. You will love all of that. But when it comes to me speaking up of critical things and real stuff, you can't overstand that. Because many people from today will drop off of my page because they wouldn't understand, or they wouldn't understand what I'm saying. Let me tell you something right now, people, and I'm speaking to everybody. I will never shy down, or I will never back down on giving demons any glory in this world, okay? Because the sad thing about it is, because we're going to go deeper into this, you have black people believing that you're something. And what do you mean that you have black people believing you are something? Because when you look at certain gangbangers in the United States, right? Some people say, oh yeah, they gonna live a certain life. And as I said, when they get in front of the judge and the judge throw 30 years at them and they finish them 30 years, this is when some men and women come out of jail and say they want to turn religious or they want to turn spiritual. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You really telling me that it took you to get years in jail to want to turn around and change your life and change your community? Nah. Because you got some men and women coming out of jail nowadays from doing them years. And these are the same people that's getting money from so-called non-profits. You are stealing from the hood, but saying that you're working out here for the kids, you're working out here for this and that. Let me tell you, man, it's a lot of people that are playing with people. Okay? And what do you mean by that, Delvin? What do you mean by it's people playing with people? Since the 1960s, black people been fighting in America for civil rights, right? If you ask me, the problems got worse. Okay? Because it's all chaotic now. Tell me, what unity do we have in the black community when one of the most divide tactics that we have in the black community is gangs? Then we have religion dividing us in the black community. Then we have this stupid thing that you call dark skin and light skin in the black community. Like, let me tell you something. And this is why I always say I stand alone. I stand with nobody but my lions. When are you gonna look to stand up, and when are you gonna look to be somebody? Huh? When are you gonna look for a difference? When are you gonna understand and overstand that you are just hurting yourself and there's nothing in this world that you are doing for your community? Because if we was doing for our community, or should I put it better, if we was doing for our communities, it wouldn't be no need for police to come in our communities. But the thing is, as the story remains the same, you can't police yourselves or you can't control yourself. So this is why they will control you. And many people want to say, oh, that sounds so harsh. No, it don't sound harsh, okay? Because in the hood and the so-called ghetto, people want to act like they bad. Well, if you want to act like you bad, right, and you want to be tough, you got to be tough to everybody and everything. Don't hold no shorts. Don't hold no cuts. And that's one thing that I do get mad with my black brothers. Because you could be so gangster and so tough to your brother, right? But to these people, you show respect. Nah. Why? Why have so much hatred for your brother and he's the ops? So these people are your friends then, right? The people that arrest you. The people that hunt you down. The people that tell you to close your cell, turn off your lights. These are your friends. These are the good guys then. Hold on. Yeah, excuse me for that. You know, I'm sick of my black brothers acting tough with each other, but you can't act tough with nobody else. You know, like I'm sick of explaining stuff. Okay, cause you could be so tough to each other, right? But when it comes to them, you show the punk inside of you. You show the coward inside of you. Okay? You show the coward inside of you, and it's so sad I'm gonna keep on saying it. Cause I have no respect for cowards. It's okay for you to be this and that. It's okay for you to be gangster every day in front of your community, in front of your own people. And let me say this, man. It's easy. That's the easiest thing to do. Is to beat your community down and beat your people down. That's easy. It's nothing. And black people, let me talk to you. That's all we do to each other. Okay? That's all we do to each other worldwide, around the world. Okay? And then you look, and you search, and you say, when are black people going to get together? When are black people going to unite? Black people will get together and unite when black people use their head. Okay? Use their minds. Use their souls. And stop the childish nonsense and stop the ignorance. Because a lot of people know what they're doing. And a lot of people will say it's self-hate. No, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than self-hate. Because many people know what they're doing. And the reason why I say I don't side with nobody, because people know what they're doing. A lot of people in the so-called hood, in the ghetto, they know what they doing. I'm going to say it like this. A lot of people in the hood, in the ghetto, they don't want to hear this, but because it's the same story that keeps on going back and forth. Oh, we need to do better. We need to... Yo, how much times we going to keep on talking the same story when we watching the problem in front of our face and nobody ain't doing nothing about it? Because for an example, in California, you have somebody like Whack 100. He talks so much. He knows everybody business. But what? Everybody let him slide. Everybody let a lot of people slide. And let me tell you this. It's very funny when black people will say they're kings and queens and they're great, right? Okay. If you kings and queens and you're great, right? How did you let other people that's supposed to be lower than you dominate you? And why are you always fighting for stupid things? Huh? I love my people, but my people got to hear the truth. You got to speak the truth to them. You can't be talking all soft to them, because when people think that it's okay to keep on continuing doing what they doing, they think it's okay. But sometimes you got to slap some people in the mouth. Sometimes you got to really slap some people in the mouth. Okay, because I don't like when black men be acting so bad, right? But you complain when police do certain shit to you. Don't complain. Because whether you like it or not, they doing their job. You ain't their friend. They ain't your friend. They doing their job. And what do I mean by they doing their job? I don't mean as a police officer, no. If you can't understand they doing their job, you don't need to gangbang. Or you don't need to be in the streets at all. Okay? Because I'm tired of my people doing dumb stuff. And then you want excuses. You want people to excuse you for your nonsense. If you're going to be bad, be bought. Excuse me. If you're going to be bad all around the world, okay? Because the sad thing is, we got a whole bunch of black gangs in the world that's doing nothing. Ain't standing up to nothing. Okay? Because the majority of the black gangs in America ain't never stand up for nothing. Okay, let me say it again. The majority of the black gangs in America ain't stand up for nothing but money and greed and a color. How you think that they gangs could take over countries? Huh? And I ain't talking about black gangs. Talking about other people, organizations. How you think they could take over countries? They could build nations and turn you into slaves. Hold on. Yeah, because you know why? They may hate each other or they may have disagreements with each other, but they'll come together on a common goal to enslave you or to slave you, okay? Or to control you. But you, nah, you don't have the smartness to do that. You only have the smartness to say, I'm a blood, I'm a crip, I'm a GD, I'm a peace stone, I'm a vice lord, I'm this, I'm that. Let me tell you something, man. You ain't nothing if you can't control yourself or you can't control the people around you. Me, I had it up to here. Up to here with my brothers acting like they thuggish. They gangster. But you can't even control nothing. You don't think the police love you being a blood and a crip, but they know that they control you? Huh? You don't think they love you being a GD or a Peace Stone or a Vice Lord, but they know they controlled you? And I ain't talking about no white blood. I ain't talking about no white crip. I ain't talking about no white GD or no white Peace Stone. I'm talking straight black here. Okay? Because that's another disgrace for you to have these. Oh my gosh. You want to be, and this is why I say black people sell out. I don't care. The latest thing I seen was a little blood dude, 15 years old. And then it had a crip named Jin Lee. Is you serious? Is you serious? Tuki and them will be rolling over their graves. Okay? The original Bloods will be rolling in their graves to see what we fought for as a people, whether it was good or bad. But you let a Caucasian join your gang and rep your gang? You think it's okay to make a Caucasian go attack a black brother because he say he a blood? That's okay for y'all? And to a lot of black people, it is okay for them that's in gangs. Because this how sick some black brothers are. They will let a white blood go attack a freaking crip that's black. And that's the sickness. That's the sickness in my people. Okay? Because it ain't no way, in no shape or form, that any of these other people are to enter into any black organization. I ain't going to call it a gang. I'm going to call it an organization now. Stop giving these people your souls, okay? Because that's the only thing you think I care about people saying they grew up around us? No, I don't care for that nonsense. That's the same thing they did with the Indians. They ate with them and look what they did to the Indians. Got America. Boom, bam, wham. So nowadays, if you look 20 years later and you see a whole bunch of Caucasian Crips or Caucasian Bloods, what we gonna say? Oh yeah, that used to be the Black Brothers. That used to be their organization. Let me tell you, black man. Stop giving your soul away to others. Stop selling your soul to others. Okay? Stop selling your soul to others. I don't bring no, like, I don't really try to bring no street stuff on this YouTube, and I'm not. But when it comes to correction, I'm gonna talk correction, and I'm not gonna play with the nonsense at all, because it's very sad. It's very sadistic how our people can act so tough, right? But you let people come and take over your stuff. Okay? Almost every black organization that ever came into America, other people came and took over it. Okay? So how powerful and thuggish are you? How gangster are you? You ain't that tough. Okay? You ain't that tough. Because when it comes to black people standing up for black people, those are the black people that y'all beat down, right? And I ain't talking to every gangster in the street. I'm talking to those who don't know themselves. Because there's black gangsters out there in America and the world that do know what they're fighting for and do know what they're in the streets for. Do not get it twisted of saying that certain people are in the streets and they don't know what they're doing. No. Okay? Because when the Italians came from Italy to America, many government officials let them ride and they picked up their people in certain different ways. Okay, and nobody said nothing about it because everybody was scared of the Italian mafia. Okay? Everybody was. Black people. Black man. You're supposed to be the king of the community. Be the king of the community and stand up. Okay? I'm sick of you sitting down like a little girl. Stand up. Man up. You're the king of this universe. But you got others controlling you. But you want to control your people. That ain't tough. It ain't tough. It ain't tough at all. And this is why they will disrespect the kids and they'll disrespect the women. Because I'm going to keep on saying it as well. When they know the black man ain't there, whether you a street dude, or whether you're a regular 9 to 5 dude, or whether you're a spiritual black man, or whether you're a hotep black man, whatever type of black man you are, when they know you not there, that's when they attack the kids and the women, okay? Just know that. When you see a lot of black men fighting each other, certain people around the world love that. I don't love it at all, okay? Because that's the coward inside of you. Many black men that y'all see fighting each other around this world, it ain't nothing tough about them. Okay? Because if you can't fight for your people, but you would fight your people, others look at you as clowns. Okay? Because it comes to the point where, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you accomplishing? What are you making? What are you doing? Because you ain't doing nothing but putting more black men in the graveyard. You ain't doing nothing but putting more black souls in the graveyard. Okay? Peace, I'm out. I'll be back. This will be a part 2. Thank you for everybody that joined this live. I'll be back with another one. This is another one, not like the other one.